Hello and welcome back to Rev Endurance Sports and episode 2 or video 2 of 2 so far anyway. The previous video I mentioned that there was a nail inside this tire. I took it out. It's a tiny little nail. Orange seal, sealed it. And for more data points for you, 28 Continental 5000 tire, tubeless tire of course, on a 21 internal 25 external rim. Rode it at 70 psi on Saturday's ride, which was 224k or 139 miles. Got the nail in the tire at about mile 80 something, close to 90 something I guess, and rode it for about another 50 miles, 40 or so miles, whatever. Took the nail out. It sealed yesterday, so I let it sit overnight, and just before I came on camera I took the pressure and it was down to 50, allowable loss I think. So rode it at 70 psi, got the nail in there. That was Saturday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was when I repaired it. I had 55 before I pulled the nail out. I had 53 when it sealed. When I pulled the nail out and it sealed. So now I want to see, can I get close to riding pressure, which for me on beautifully paved San Diego roads is 70 psi. So that's 60, and that's about 70. We'll check it with the pressure gauge. And the reason we're doing this double check is I think this is more accurate than the pump. The pump, depending, because it's off by a percentage, so depending on how high of the pressure is, it loses accuracy. So let's try this. All right, so that's 64, even though the pump reads 72, I think it read. We'll get it up another 6 psi or so. So on the dial, I'm going to have over 80. And let's see what it measures now. All right, 71. And if we go to my marking, that seems to be sealed. You might recall the nail was really small. If you don't recall, just go back and watch that other video. I'll link it in the description. It seems to be holding. Now 70 psi on a 28 tire. I weigh about 150 pounds, so 68 kilograms. Some might say that's a bit high for tubeless pressure. My rides are really long, so even on a 224 kilometer ride, I would expect to lose, 2 to 3, 5 psi maybe, I don't know. So I know that was one of the biggest issues I had with running latex tubes. They just bleed out way too much pressure during an event for me, right? So a 200K this Saturday, about 8-ish rolling time, just because of the terrain that we have here, and there's a lot of lights, so you can't just keep your speed up. You have to keep stopping this particular route anyway. There's more rural routes, but this one is not. We're visiting missions, and so that's the theme of the 200K. So a lot more urban, if you will. So on anything longer, like let's say a 300K, 12 plus hours on a bike, with all the climbing we have here, I mean, I was losing 10, 15 psi on just a 12-hour ride. So that's why latex tubes are out. TPU tubes, I don't know. I just think they're too expensive. And I buy from my distributors, so I'm not buying the Chinese TPU tubes. Who knows? Maybe I will. I keep getting emails from these Chinese people. So I'm letting the video drag on a little bit because I just want to see if the tire will pop out. The scab will pop through. So far so good. I'm still undecided whether I'm going to put a plug in it before Saturday's ride. And we'll see how it goes. Today's Thursday, so tomorrow. Drizzled, rained a little bit today as well. Had stuff to do in the shop, so I didn't get out. So tomorrow, hopefully, at least in the parking lot, I'll go ride it, see if that'll rip the scab off. But so far, so good. So tubeless is sealing. Imagine that. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you up the road.